What's up, Stamina Breakers? We're back with another Starcraft gameplay featuring special guest Paul again. He won't be part of the commentary, but he will be playing as Dark Blue down here. We got the Chameleon as Red, Zerg as always. Say
Hooray! Go Zerg!
hi. And then myself also as Protoss in the green. He's saying boo because of, well, you'll see. Alright, so right now, things are starting out pretty slow. We got 3 other computer players in here.
What difficulty did we have them on?
It was varied. I think we had a harder, a hard, and a medium, maybe.
Yeah. So, our gentleman's agreement is in place. This time I follow it.
Yeah, amazingly. For those of you who missed our first video talking about the gentleman's agreement, it's where the human players decide to leave each other alone, essentially, until the computer players are wiped out.
I didn't realize we only had 3 computer players. Like, this entire time, like, I was, like, spreading out slowly because I thought, like, the entire map was full of computer players.
No, yeah. Which we could have, like, for some reason in my mind, I was picturing it when I set it up, that all the bases were closer together. So I didn't want us to get, like, overwhelmed right in the beginning. Obviously, nothing's happening still.
Let's fast forward just a bit.
Should we?
Yeah.
Because we're going to
I mean, it's the beginning. I mean, everyone knows the beginning. You build up some forces, get your economy straight, you know, mess with your population cap.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure that because it's not that super long of a video, so.
But we can go a little more forward.
Well, I want to see, like, so what ended up happening is our friend Paul down here actually ended up taking out both computers that were on the entire other side of Chameleon.
I was scared to expand out. I mean, I could have rushed in with those Zerglings, but
Yeah, but would you have won those, is the question.
probably not.
So I think the harder guy might have been up here.
Up by you?
Yeah.
Looks like it because he's expanding more than the other 2.
Yeah, and he's got way more army than the other 2.
Yeah, I could have rushed in and did some damage with my Zerglings.
It's kind of cool that, like, the computer automatically put one of each race as the enemies.
It's nice that the computer players are actually attacking each other for once.
Well, I mean, it didn't really matter because, you know, we had Paul rolling in there.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's just nice to see that the computer players are actually attacking one another, unlike, you know, all the other times where it's like, hey, even though we have this as free-for-all, they're all coming after us.
Yeah.
This is when I started to expand out because I realized that I needed money.
Let's take a quick look at everyone's bases.
What are you thinking at this time? Like, what are you trying to do?
Right now, I was trying... Honestly, like, the entire game, I was solely focused on how am I going to beat Paul. Literally, the entire time this is happening, I was just like, what do I need to do to beat Paul?
As you can tell, Paul is our resident expert on StarCraft and knows how to play the game very well.
Definitely much better than us. Although, 9 times out of 10, he will humble himself and be like, oh, no, I'm not that good. And then he rolls through us in a second. Alright, so we'll go and jump forward just a little bit more. See if we can't...
I mean, at this time, like, I'm just trying to get... Like, I was scared to push out because, again, I thought we had a lot of computer players on this map. I thought the computer players were, like, on elite. I didn't realize they were so easy. I would have pushed out faster. But at this point, I'm just trying to create, like, a unit composition to, like, start, you know, taking somebody's base, but then...
So I'm going to let you know a little secret about why there's even computer players on this map. I assumed that if we did just a straight free-for-all between you, me, and Paul, it would be over like that. Because he wouldn't have to follow the gentleman's agreement, and he would just go straight for the throat on both of us.
I mean, if you did that, I mean... This map would have been a horrible map to do that with the divided,
a straight free-for-all?
Yeah, because with the divided islands, whoever gets put alone automatically has, like, the advantage.
Yeah, except it was me, and I'm probably the worst of the three of us at StarCraft.
I
If
mean,
it had been
how
Paul,
many
we'd have been
times
really
do
in
you,
trouble.
I mean, you with Protoss and me with Zerg. I mean, how many times have you won against me?
It depends on the game type.
Yeah. I mean, in a normal game type, I mean, I think you're pretty much gonna win.
If you are able to successfully rush me, you win. If I'm able to hold off your rush, I win.
Yes.
That's just facts of the game.
So you're using your mothership this time. You said you wanted to use that more.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see, like, it cloaks my units, it gives my units extra shields, like, everything about it is just awesome.
It gives them extra shields.
Yeah,
Or is it
I think
just
one of
harder?
her abilities is, yeah. Oh, no, that's time warp. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. Wait, I want to unselect it. No, I want to unselect it. No. Nope. 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 That didn't work. Nope. Alright, well. That's middle. I was gonna like warp guys over your shore, and then I was like, no, because Paul's just gonna have like a ton of air units. And sure enough, he's got air units and a bunch of stalkers.
I really, really hate those carriers.
And I don't blame you. At this point, what are you doing?
At this point, I'm trying to get more money and expand my creep. But with this map like this, it is really horrible for me in every single way. I saw that go back over.
You saw the warp prism?
Yeah, I saw that and I thought it was you.
Oh.
You about to teleport over. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all.
Well, we saw the computer players up, and unlike some people commentating on this video, one of us has never violated that gentleman's agreement.
I'm a wild card. You don't know.
You're 100% correct about that. You are a wild card, and I never know what you're gonna do. I will
Keeps
not
it
deny that at
interesting.
all. I mean, if by interesting you mean you stab people in the back, one of these times I'm just gonna message Paul and be like, "Gentleman's agreement only applies to us. It no longer applies to Andy."
I mean, I lose every single time.
Have you lost every time?
Yes.
Yeah, Paul beat you that
Yeah.
one where you stabbed me in the back. Yeah, this is just 3 carriers and my mothership, I think. Yeah, this is just 3 carriers and a mothership. This guy kept sending whatever the upgraded overlord is. What is it, overseer?
I think so.
Yeah. He kept sending overseers up here, and I was like, what the heck is Andy doing? Because I kept thinking that it was you sending it.
I mean, I should have. I should have made inroads in the beginning up to your area.
Well, yeah, the fact that neither of you did, I should have won. And in reality, well, we'll get to that when the time comes.
Oh.
So here's
it's like,
Paul wrecking down south. Well, not really.
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, here
with
it
those-
comes.
Oh, he's just trying to kill the probes.
Yeah. Why are just his stalkers going? Where's his carriers?
I think he's saving them.
Oh, yeah, he is. That's a real small stalker army to, like, do this, though.
I mean, really, does any of the computer players... They don't really have anything.
Fair point. What does he have right now? So he's only got 11 stalkers right there, but he's still got his Dark Templars. Oh yeah, he's got more now.
At this point, I'm still just hanging in my base. I mean, this is where like Paul was like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna, wipe up these army," and you're like, "Oh man, I don't really have anything." I'm sitting with that right there. I'm like, I could probably take somebody,
Yeah.
but I just don't want to, because I'm waiting for somebody to attack me, and nobody did.
This guy was literally like building faster than I could kill his buildings with so few units. Yeah, and then this stupid thing came out of nowhere, and I was like, what the heck? Let's get back to the action on Paul. He's sitting there finishing off one of the computer players.
Yeah, he completely wiped them out with such a small force.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they didn't have much of an army.
So what does Paul have right now?
Paul has the Stalkers, the Dark Templars.
And what's back at his base?
Templars, whatever. And then he's got those like carriers and stuff back at his base, and that's it.
Actually, pull up units.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
No.
All right, so
Yeah, pull up units.
was incorrect. So right now, let's see, he's dark blue. So he's at 102 probes,
Wow.
2 observers, 3 zealots, 22 carriers, 15 dark templars, 29 stalkers, 4 warp prisms.
Man, Paul keeps telling me to drone more, and I just keep forgetting.
Yeah,
I'm sitting at 45. I'm lower than all of you.
what am I at? I'm at 55. But yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, look at my, like, force size compared to his right now. And there's, wait, are you yellow or red? You're
I'm red.
Oh, yeah, you're, okay. So yellow. Well, they got less than you.
I mean, I got a force that I could have taken yellow with easy, but
What is... Oh, okay. Those were the guys that were irritating the heck out of me. They kept attacking my stuff, and I literally had to build cannons over there because I couldn't sneak and find them. So they're just, like, I set my forces back over there. I was like, there's gotta be something I can't see. Realized I'm never going to see it because they're cloaked. Where do they run to? Because I don't think I ever killed them.
I don't know. Unless we killed the player and they just stopped.
It's possible.
I'm surprised that mothership isn't a detector.
Yeah, that would be really nice if it was.
Is your mothership almost dead?
Yes, my mothership is absolutely almost dead.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess they just stopped attacking me. Weird.
Oh yeah, because he was defeated.
Oh, so I had to take out those 2 buildings. Got it. And at this point, I'm still like,
Yeah.
I need
this
to
is
figure out
where
something to do.
this is where me and Paul started to accidentally engage each other. This is where I'm like, oh no. I saw all of his carriers. I'm like, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Because I have no air at all. I just...
Yeah, and at this point, he's still got, his 22 carriers to my 9 and 5.
And I'm just building a bunch of ultralisks and stuff like that because I was hoping that I could get in past his carriers to start attacking his base.
And he's still over here finishing off yellow.
Because, I mean, if it was me and Paul going at it right now, I mean, I'm pretty sure we would do a base swap.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I don't know. Since my guys don't attack air, he probably could have defended.
Well, if he chose to defend instead of base swap, which he probably would have, to be fair. Man, what did I have going on? Like, I am so lucky that we had the gentleman's agreement because I'd have been screwed.
Like, so at this point, you've cleared... Have you already searched, like, the other islands?
Yeah, I knew there was no one else.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We kept looking on the board.
Yeah, that's literally all I had. 12 carriers, 5 Tempests, and at this point we were getting ready to duke it out with each other. Or ish.
Go to population. Where's our population limits at?
I think it's under resources.
So I'm at... Oh wow, so I did get up there. I didn't realize I got close to 400.
On like total?
Yeah.
That you could have?
Yeah, I didn't realize I got that close.
Oh, I hit it like real quick.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. Well, especially since I thought this game in the beginning was ultimate resources, so... Or unlimited resources.
Yeah. Man, Paul took a while to finish them off. But I like how he's like literally just like...
He's just...
I'm just gonna camp right here, wait for...
He's just literally prepping for me to...
Yeah.
Because this is where... Go back up here.
I think this is where...
No.
You sent guys up here, and you saw him, and then you could see him with your creep right there.
I saw him with my creep. Well, no, I couldn't really see him just yet. I saw like one or two, but when I moved that creep up a little more, and his carriers automatically shot it, and that's when I saw a lot of them. I was like, oh,
Do your
man.
creep tumors automatically shoot the
No,
next?
I have to manually do it.
Oh. But it doesn't have to be a queen that does that. Your queen just has to drop one creep tumor, and then
Yeah, and then
the creep tumors you can continuously.
yeah.
So that's where he's like, all right, so we're going now.
Yeah.
So Paul's exact words were pretty much, all right, so are we starting this now? And we were like, well, yeah, I guess. And so I started moving this over. Let's go back to units real quick. So I'm sitting at 19 carriers, 11 Tempest. Paul's sitting at 32 carriers and 24 stalkers. And then you have 20 corruptors, 9 mutalisks, 21 ultralisks, which don't help you.
No, not in this type of battle.
1 viper, 18 hydralisks.
Yeah, that viper I built on accident.
See, that's another problem is you sent your entire force up here too.
Well, I just sent him up there because I was exploring to see if Paul built up there because I thought he was building around the bottom and was coming up.
So I'm really curious now because like, what did he attack you with that he almost killed you with? Was it his carriers?
No, he didn't really attack me.
Oh, so it must have like been. I must have timed that wrong because I was hoping that he'd be like heavily engaged with you.
No, he never did.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense now. Let's get this off.
Because I think this is where I start expanding in the middle
north?
right there.
Right there.
Yeah, that's where I started expanding, and then
I like how like we're just tensely like kind of staring at each other with our forces.
yeah, here comes Paul. And this is where I'm like, oh god, oh god. Oh no, he does wipe me out right here. That's right, I forgot about that. This is where my entire army just gets annihilated by his carriers.
Wow, yeah, it does.
Because the carriers are just really, really better than any of my units.
Yeah.
Except for my Ultralisk, but they don't help me.
Yeah.
This is where I'm just like, run, Ultralisk, run! Go around.
And then, see, and see, like, you kind of helped him there because he already had his carriers in position to stop me. Yeah, see, they're all, like...
Cloaked.
Yeah, cloaked, and then they have the shields on them. So, right now, it's essentially a fight between...
You and Paul.
23 carriers, 21 Tempests against 28 carriers, 23...
Stalkers. And
Stalkers.
11 fighters.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. No, none. Maybe. Oh, see, and then he sends his Phoenixes in, which was kind of like not the best move for him because I was able to wipe his Phoenixes out before
The main
his carrier.
fleets.
Yeah. And then I kind of screened them with my carriers, and my Tempests were able to just like, you'll watch like just volley after volley, and it's one of his carriers gone, one of his carriers gone, one of his carriers gone.
The one thing I wish with the carriers is if they would make it to where the units would attack the carriers instead of the fighters, I would like it better that way.
You'd like it better that way because it'd make you stand a better chance.
It would, yeah.
But that's what I'm doing right here.
Terran and
is
Zerg
instead of
would stand
attacking
a
the
better
fighters,
chance.
I'm attacking his carriers directly.
How fast does a carrier make a fighter?
Well, you can watch it right there in the middle of the screen right now. That teal bar is them reproducing fighters.
I mean, maybe that's something they should just lower. Because it seems like they're making fighters like one every, what'd you say, 3 seconds?
See, that's where I made the mistake of telling Paul how to beat my strategy.
Which was?
Well, because he was just attacking my carriers because he took that as more of a threat. But it was my Tempests that were really the threat against him because I could one volley every one of his carriers.
Because at this point, your Tempests are all upgraded, right?
Yeah, all my ships are upgraded to at least level 2, if not 3, I think at this point. But yeah, so even though he had a larger force, my unit combo just crushed him.
Yeah. And at this point, I'm just sitting.
What are you doing at this point?
I'm just trying to rebuild my force.
Yeah. See, I don't know if like I would have gone with the Ultralisks again. I mean, I know they're your strongest unit. Once you figured out that Paul and I had gone all air.
But I mean, there's nothing that I can do. It's just no unit of Zerg is good against that because they always attack the fighters.
Yeah.
And I can't kill your fighters fast enough to even start attacking your carrier because you have so many.
Yeah.
So it's like I needed to go Ultralisks, and then, yeah, here's where I start to send my force in. Because you guys kept saying, you know, like, oh, you know, I'm attacking his base, and all this, like, noise and commotion is going on. I have no idea where this is going on. And then I'm just like, okay, here we go. I'm like, I don't know what Paul's doing, but hopefully I can come in. I'm like, oh, yes, there's his carriers and stuff. And then I see I see his, what is it called, where you build the carriers? Your little
star.
Yeah, the starports.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna get those, and then I saw your fleet. I was like, oh nope, okay, you can have fun fighting them. I'm out. See ya.
Oh, did you end up killing this down here?
Yeah. Well, this is where I just start going on the bottom of the map, and then I figured you and Paul were gonna duke it out. And then this is around the time when I get the idea of I should make the tunnel worm to go to your side of the base while you're dealing with it, because you're not going to expect my ground forces to suddenly be on your side of the map.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yes, let's do this.
Am I still building it? Okay, yeah, I am.
But so at this point, I'm just trying to pull.
Oh man, we would have had him, or I would have had him if I just pushed a little bit harder. So for those of you watching, at this point, Paul was like, well, I kind of got double teamed and I'm pretty much out. And I knew he would have been pretty much out, but I was like, no, let's keep it interesting. So I fell back and decided to go after Andy, which ultimately was my downfall. And not because of Andy.
Yeah, if we let Paul get any kind of breathing room, he will take it, run with it, and beat it to death.
He'll Usain Bolt the heck out of that.
Yeah. This is where I consolidated my forces. I saw you coming in. I was like, oh no, I don't want to lose them. So I just moved them as far to my right territory as I could, and then
I was wondering how you had nothing left.
Right there in the center of the map, this is the tunnel worm that I'm building right there. I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to get it there in time. Yeah.
I thought it was over here.
No, go back to it. So see, there's the tunnel worm, but I knew you were going to wipe it out before I could get there. So it's like, maybe it'll take, it'll be enough time for him to wipe out my base that I can at least get my forces over there.
Oh yeah, because there's your forces.
And then there's where my other tunnel worm's starting to build. But I didn't know that you needed a spawning pool to spread creep with my overlords, so that kind of screwed me.
See, this is where I screwed myself. Is I let Paul rebuild too much, and I expended so many resources taking you out.
Yeah. What you should have did at least was kill his ability to gather materials, like go for his nexuses at least. That way.
Well, I did. He only had one.
Yeah, this is where I'm putting all my guys into the worm. But
so when I killed the worm, did it kill all your guys?
Oh man,
it kills all the guys. Sucks.
That's why I was sitting there with the overlord, just like spamming X, trying to get that creep up.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's also kind of sucks is like I need the creep to spread first, then I can build the worm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's your overlord.
Yeah. And this is where I'm just like spamming. I'm like, wait, what? I can't spread creep? Why the heck I can't spread it? And then I figured out it's because of the darn spawning pool.
You know what's bad? If you hadn't had that like mischievous little smile on your face when I looked over at you at this point, when I was like, okay, I'm completely obliterating his base and he's still smiling, I was like, something fishy's going on here. And so that's the only reason I kept pushing at you instead of coming back at Paul. Because if I'd come back at Paul right now, I'm pretty sure I could have beat him, because he's only got one Tempest right now. Okay, 2.
Should have did a little deception. Should have
been
like,
this
oh
is
man,
where I screwed
I'm
up too.
gone.
I sent part of my Tempests over here, and he was able to kill those Tempests.
I should have just used a little deception, been like, I'm out, that's it, I'm done. But I was
No,
too
because I don't believe you anymore.
Well, no, I should have said that and been like, ah, darn it, I'm done. That's it. You annihilated me or whatever.
Oh, you had a spawning pool right there.
Yeah, I just built it.
Oh.
But I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't spread the creep.
So there's 4 pages worth of...
Yep.
And they're gone.
Yep. And that's it for me. I'm out.
What are my guys doing over here?
I should have taken those flyers and moved them up to your base.
Which flyers?
The flyers right there to the north.
Yeah.
I should have moved them up there, but at this point there was no point.
Yeah. And this is the beginning of the end for me. So obviously, from just how we're talking, you can tell that Paul ends up winning. But in all fairness, I definitely should have won had I not been a gentleman about it.
Had you not been worried about me and my smile.
Well, but I mean, like, the first time when I was attacking him down here, when this is all he had left, was just right here with no units to defend.
The one thing that I wasn't thinking about when I was making the worm was I never threw any drones in there to, like, build on your side. I wasn't thinking about that, but...
See, in here, I messed up, too, because my Tempests are in front instead of my carriers. This was like the deciding battle, and I definitely lost it. And at this point, I realized I wasn't building any ships, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Did you just forget, or did you not have the resources?
No, I didn't have the resources. So if you look right now, well, no, I guess I did have the resources. I'm just dumb apparently. But yeah, now you can see I'm vomiting out ships. I just went from 9,000 gas to 1,000. But it was too late at that point. Because once he finishes my fleet here, he just immediately moves north.
Fast forward. And really, he has no... You didn't build any, like, turrets or nothing in your base.
I didn't need to, because I was in the north by myself.
Because that was the one thing, too. Like, I built turrets inside my base, air turrets.
Yeah, but it didn't matter, because my Tempests have a longer range than them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if they were in range, you have so many ships and stuff that I built, like, I think 16 of them. I'm like, this isn't going to be enough. Even if I had a wall, you would still crush it.
Yeah.
That's why, like, playing with Zerg and doing this, I just feels like I don't have the units or the defense or something to stand a chance against any.
Well, and as you can see, Paul's just kind of mopping me up now. You know, I got a couple ships here and there, but not enough to actually do anything against him. So with that, we'll call that an episode. Thanks for stopping by for another stamina break and to watch us get soundly whipped by Paul, even though I should have won. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.
Goodbye.